this morning.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 this morning. Turning now to Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Mackenzie Lake this morning. What are we looking at here on radar? You can kind of see the system almost looks like a hurricane. How is that going to impact us today?
Well, that is going to cause some very wet weather working into our region. You can see that area of swirling air right there. That is the low pressure system that we've been tracking this whole time. This is a very intense system, and you can see it swirling here. And then you can see this big band of clouds right here that's actually working its way into California as of right now. This low pressure system will actually help bring up this band of clouds and all of that moisture into our region, creating an atmospheric river here in the Rogue Valley. So you can see as we zoom in here that we're actually not seeing those impacts just yet. We are seeing some precipitation from that low pressure system, but mainly California is seeing that precipitation as of right now. And then here in the Rogue Valley, we'll be seeing some of that precipitation towards around lunchtime. As far as what satellite and radar is picking up on, we are seeing some spotty and very minimal showers as of right now, some snow showers for those east side areas, and then a rain-snow shower mix towards the coast in Curry County. So with this storm system and this atmospheric river that's going to be working its way through, we have plenty of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. So we actually have a flood watch in effect for most of California, and while this isn't in our region, it's important to note that we actually could be seeing some minimal flooding in some of our smaller creeks and rivers as well. For here in our region, though, we do have a winter storm warning for those areas east of the Cascades, along with the Cascades and the Siskiyous, and then parts of Siskiyou County as well. All of these continue on into Friday, so that's when we'll be seeing the most amount of precipitation is going to be today into tomorrow. And then, of course, those driving conditions are going to be very, very poor. We're going to be seeing some slippery roads, mainly tonight. We also have a winter weather advisory in effect for those areas east of the Cascades, plus our west side valleys as well, above 2,500 feet. So with this atmospheric river, those snow levels are actually looking a little bit higher than we've been seeing in these last couple of days. So we're mainly expecting to see those impacts above 2,500 feet, but we can't rule out some rain-snow mixture working in down here to the Rogue Valley floor. Along with all of this wet weather, we have those very gusty winds. We're actually seeing those winds picking up right now because of that low pressure system sitting off the coast. And we're expecting those winds here in the Rogue Valley to be gusting anywhere up to 50 miles per hour, and then anywhere upwards of 60 to 70 miles per hour in the Shasta Valley. So keep that in mind. We could be seeing some damage to trees, and that snow could be blowing all around, reducing visibility for the day today. Temperature-wise, we will be into the 30s for those east side areas, 30s and 40s along the I-5 corridor, a couple degrees warmer than we saw just yesterday, but these temperatures will be cooler than average, and again, it'll be a pretty messy day as far as travel, so you'll want to keep that in mind, especially heading on into the night. Those temperatures will be cooling to right around freezing for most of these inland areas, to below freezing in Klamath Falls, to getting down to 25 degrees. So those roads could be icing over, and then any precipitation that we will be seeing will be transitioning into snow. So now let's time out the storm system. You can see just in a couple hours, not seeing those impacts just yet, but then that atmospheric river really works its way in. By around 6 p.m., we'll be seeing widespread snow, a rain-snow mixture here in the Rogue Valley and in those west side valleys, and then that will be transitioning into snow as we head on overnight, and then into the early morning hours of Friday, seeing some lingering showers until we'll see some drier conditions as we head on into the weekend. So of course, we'll be seeing the most amount of rainfall towards the Cascades and in those higher elevation areas, but then still seeing some pretty impactful precipitation here in the Rogue Valley. Your 7-day forecast for the coast, 40s and 50s for the work week. Lots of cloud cover, lots of rain for the day today. Northern California, 40s and 50s. Going to be seeing some cooler overnight lows, getting down to below freezing for the night tonight. The Klamath Basin, 30s and 40s for the work week. Those temperatures slowly starting to rise as we head on into the weekend. And then in the mountains, some hazardous driving conditions. Keep an eye on ODOT and always carry those chains in your car. And then here in the Rogue Valley, 40s and 50s. Overall, a very, very active day today, and some of that weather carrying on into our Friday.